Fun fact about Kevin Gates for those of you that's just tuning in. I talked to my...
Yo, what's up, man? We on an interview, man. I'm here, man. This is Geraldo, man, straight from the Carolinas. You already know what it is, baby, man. I'm with a former boxer, the Blanco, Josh Blanco, man. He knocked out a lot of haters. Man, he had to overcome a lot of fears over things just to get into the boxing world, man. I'm here with him right now, the famous Blanco, baby. Yeah, man, he got a lot of belts, a lot of things on his belt, man. He do a lot of things, man. He's a former boxer, man. I'm here to give his flowers. And, man, I'm here to interview him, man. What's up with you, baby? How you feeling, man?
Good, man.
You feeling good?
So,
man, what's up, man? So, man, what's up with you, man?
I'm blessed, man. You know, I'm just trying to do my thing, you know what I mean? Give back to the community, you know, give back to the kids, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know.
What made you want to get back to the community, man? Like, foremost, where you from?
I'm from Alabama, Dixon Mills, Alabama, to be
okay,
exact.
then you from Dixon Mills,
small
man.
Town, you know what I mean?
Okay, then, man. So, man, how did you even figure out your way in through Alabama, man? Like, what school did you like come up to, man? Like, what made you like? How was school for you, man? Like, what school did you go to and stuff like that?
Marengo High School.
Marengo High School.
Good, yeah.
School was good, man.
School was good.
So, what made you start really fighting, man, and get into boxing world and stuff like that, man? What was your upbringing as far as that, you know?
Well, I mean, I always wanted to do it, you know what I mean, but I had asthma real bad, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to keep myself in shape and, you know, keep my body right. I always been real athletic, you know what I mean? I was a real athletic guy. I was played football in high school, fast, I'm the fastest guy in the school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just real athletic, and I just wanted, you know, I just like to challenge myself.
Yeah.
You know, I always been competitive, you know what I mean? Just wanted to challenge myself, you know? And so boxing wasn't really on my mind, idea. I just wanted to get in the gym to just keep myself in shape, get my hands right, you know what I mean? And one day I walked in there and the guy was, you know, talking trash like I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? You know, since I'm light skinned, you know what I mean? He said like,
people gotta fight that. That's that Chris Brown syndrome.
That's a difference.
They be saying that.
You heard me? So I said, all right, man, put me in there, you know what I mean? He put me in there and I did all right, you know what I mean? And I got the respect in the gym. You know what I mean? They respect me ever since. So I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
Just got addicted to it, you know. I can't leave it alone, you know.
So like when you said like you started being active, far as in a way like during school, you started being active. Like what was you doing in school for you to say, man, I gotta work on my physical health or I gotta work on my health, period?
Nah, this was after I graduated.
After you graduate?
Yeah.
So after you graduate school, you said, man, I wanna still keep up with myself and I still wanna be active. What gave you that drive after school for you even still be active though? Because you know a lot of people graduate from school, they're not thinking about being active. At the time when you graduated, you know what I'm saying? At the time of your age, what made you say that you want to still be active though, man?
Well, I went running with some older guys and I couldn't keep up with them, you know what I mean? And I was like, dang, I'm in this bad out of a shape like this. I'm not in shape like these guys. I said, I gotta do something. I had to do something. I was embarrassed, man. Hey.
Did you want to do it for the ladies? Nah. So you just so basically you was just doing it for yourself. You was like, man, you over there chugging and driving with the older cats, and you like, yo, you was just baby.
Ain't no way these old guys going
outwork you.
Nah, outwork me like.
So would it start from a job or it just start from just period working out?
It just started period from just working out.
Just
I was in the weightlifting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bench pressing and weightlifting. I'm benching 300 and some pounds. I'm thinking I'm really doing something.
Yeah.
And come to find out, I can't even run with these guys. I ain't doing nothing. You just lifting weights. It's like, man, them weights ain't about nothing if you ain't got no stamina.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm strong.
Yeah.
But my wings
built. I
went
see
down,
you look like you've been built.
So I got to do something. I had to change something. You know
so when you first got in that boxing ring, man, who was your coach? Who was the person that you could shout out that really guides you? If a young person right now want to get guided to the boxing world, how would you even guide them? Like, what's the first start? How did you get guided to boxing, to fighting? You know what I'm saying? Because some people fight just to fight, but some people don't know how to fight. So how did you realize to fight professional fighting way?
I had an old school trainer. You know what I mean? He was an older guy. You know what I mean? He trained your mind first.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he did, train your mind. He trained you to be disciplined, be calm through any situation.
Yeah.
No matter what the outcome is, stay calm.
Yeah.
Don't panic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you gonna overcome your situations, man. He taught you not only in the ring, but in most of their life. You know?
So how did you look at it for, like you said, not just only in the ring, but just in life and period? What did you get from that by training and physically and learning from it, just life? What did it taught you for life lessons in the boxing world?
It taught me how to be disciplined, you know what I mean? Not how to crash out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get, you know, to that level, I don't want to crash out, you know what I'm saying?
So did you say an anger issue?
Yeah, I had
So you had an anger issue.
Yeah, I had temper.
So like, let me ask you a question, man. When did it start though, man? You know, when you was young, so
yeah.
Were they just picked on you, or did you always get picked on because you was light skinned, or what it was like? What it was about you for people to mess with you to say, man, you start realizing the signs you had an anger problem.
Well,
what was it?
I just didn't take no mess off nobody. You know what I mean? And people talking. I wasn't finna allow nobody to talk to me crazy or get it.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, you got height syndrome. I had that. Somebody thinking they taller, bigger, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I realized people were shooting people now. You know, they're going to pull that pistol.
Yeah.
And eventually they'd have got me. You know what I mean? If I'd been going the way I was going. You know what I mean?
Well, wait, if you didn't get into boxing, and if it saved your life in that way, what route you thought you would have took? Besides that, if boxing then came into your life, honestly, man, as a man you is today, and you look back on your older self getting into boxing for the younger generation. Honestly, man,
I probably would have been a musician.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still a musician now.
Okay then.
But I would have been more into music, probably more. I probably would have been into rapping.
Yeah. Yeah. What made you say that? How did you get into the?
I'm just musically talented like that.
So how did you get into that game though, man? Talk the other side,
coming
man.
up in church, you know what I mean?
Church.
You know, I started off on the drums, like most musicians start playing the drums.
Okay.
Then I didn't want to do that no more. I got into keys, you know, started playing piano, and I started playing organ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always like into music anyway, rap, R&B. You know.
So when your first time we got introduced to, you know, drums and the instruments and stuff like that, and learn about the instruments, did you have to learn about the instruments, or did you just have somebody that coached you through the music, through the instruments?
I had to learn about it, but this was a physical gift.
It was just something that you just loved, the sound.
I was just, the sound.
Yeah, okay then. So when you start learning the sound, when you just realize, like, man, I like this music thing more than the boxing thing. But did you like the boxing more than the music thing? Which one you love most, bro? Honestly.
I like the boxing more.
You like the boxing more?
Yeah.
Jeez, why you say that?
It's just the competitive, you know, it's just an adrenaline, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just addictive. You know what I mean? The fact that you can hit somebody in the face, you know what I mean? Just knock them out with a shot. Yeah. Just, you know, just to be challenged, you know what I mean? How can I set this shot up to throw this shot, you know what I mean? How can I set up the left hook? Yeah. How can I stop them from doing what they want to do? So
it's basically like you predicting what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
And you trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out.
But let me ask you a question. With the music, and it sounds like it's hand in hand with the music, you predicting what's the next sound, but you trying to figure it out.
There you go.
If you really look at it, bro. Because, like, you think about it.
Like that.
If you look at the music, man, you drumming or you playing piano, somebody over the toning or their voice, you trying to match and you trying to figure it out as you going, right? To make the production sound great.
That's right. Just
like boxing. You trying to predict and figure out what's his next move. So even with the music, you got to figure out what's your next move, on what keys you got to push, or what drum or what major that sound like this. So basically, you already had that rhythm in you, but you just figured out, man, I could take it to the boxing level. So what made you even say, man, I want to get into the boxing level, like a life, like as an adult or as a teen, as you start getting into it? What made you even have that dream, bro? How did you even start that dream inside your heart? Well, like saying, I got it. I can actually do this boxing stuff. You know, what really made you say, as Josh Blanco, what really made you say, man, I got it. No matter what, somebody don't believe in me, I'm believing myself. What made you have that dream and that inspiration to get in that ring or to start training or start listening to somebody in the boxing world, man?
Well, first of all, honestly, my work ethic and my discipline in the gym, my eating habits, my work ethic, you know what I mean? I know what I can do. I know what my ability is. And we had a guy in the gym that was already a world champion.
Yeah.
And I trained up under him, you know.
Who was him?
This guy's name was John Mackey.
John Mackey.
He was a world champion in the gym. He was a middleweight.
Yeah.
And we all watching him. We coming up under him. We sparring with him. You know, he telling us this. He showing us different stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not only did he motivate us, but he was like, bro, you got the time. You know, you got the talent to be a world champion too.
So,
you know what I mean?
When somebody start believing in you, right, and it just take that one person, and like you said, you looking up to him, that you know that he been in the ring, he been on the major level, whatever. How that give you what aspiration that gave you as a young person, as a young adult? What they gave you, man? Honestly,
I feel like
once you left home and got into your car, what that gave you, man? Like honestly, at that time and that feeling,
it gave me the motivation that if he can do it, then I can do it too.
Man,
you know, I can do it too. I can do what he do.
But let me ask you a question. Did you have people not believe in you?
Yeah, of course.
But how that made you feel?
I'm the smallest guy in the gym.
Yeah.
Either I was too short.
Yeah.
Too small. Too slow. Too light skinned. Too something.
Yeah.
Too something.
So all the stuff that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So.
But when they realized it, it's like, man, he's fast with his hands.
Yeah.
His hands is fast.
So man, you had.
But he got power like a motherfucker, you know.
Man. So when you had that spark, and you got back home, you told your parents or your peoples or your family how they felt.
My mom, she wasn't hearing that. She didn't want me in no ring fighting.
Yeah. I know they had to go left.
She said, one of my cousins told me, he said, you lose, my cousin losing his mind. You in the gym and folks hitting you in your face, man. You going crazy. Hitting you upside the head. He said, man, is you going crazy? He said, boy, you stupid.
Man. So how that made you feel when you said, man, they don't believe in me, man? Like, did it just make you go harder?
I said, man,
or they just like...
I said, these country folks don't know no better.
Yeah.
The only thing they know is basketball and
football and stuff like that.
That's all they understand.
So like you just said, you took the approach and you said, man, I want to get into this boxing world. Just like the approach you said, I want to do music. So how did you get into the music world? And you said you just started learning. But what made you say, man, I want to learn on a different level and actually get paid doing it? Because now you're getting paid doing it.
I had a lot of musicians, you know what I mean, that's inspired me, you know.
So growing up, what inspired you? What music inspired you? What musicians? What producers? What stuff that inspired you, man? That you said, man.
A guy named John Peters and a guy named Melvin Crispin. Melvin, he's dead now, but he's got a son that's a gospel artist now.
Yeah.
John Peters is like the greatest piano player I ever heard, man. He bad, you know what I mean? That's what inspiration for me right there.
Yeah.
You know, I like the Manny Fresh with them drums he used to use and the sound that he used to use.
I know coming up, y'all, that was Manny Fresh with stuff like that. Yeah, Dr. Dre, stuff like that.
Dr. Dre and Daz Dillinger, the way Daz used to play the piano, you know what I mean? It sounds, they had the West Coast sound.
So do you think a lot of young people forget about the people that did it for? Like you just said, you was inspired and you still look up to them to this day, how they can inspire you, even with the boxing world, how these people just bring something different into your life and be inspired. So how do you look at the young generation with their generation and who they aspire or who they look up to?
Well, most of the young generation ain't really inspired by nothing. Don't nothing really motivate the youth as much.
Like how you just gave somebody credit, and then the young generation is scared to give somebody credit.
They don't really got no respect now. They lost. They just gone. The young people ain't got no respect. They don't respect nothing. Ain't no parent, ain't no dad is in the household no more.
Yeah, you right.
The dad is just gone in the household.
No, that's right.
So the mama's raising them. You know what I mean? And they mama's babies, and they mama spoil them, giving them everything they want. You know what I mean? Buying them stuff that they want, unnecessary stuff that they ain't asked for. And when they do, they don't even
appreciate it, right?
So they got everything now.
You're right. So it's like you ain't got no drive to go. Drive to go get something no more. Nah, you're right about that though, man.
Everything given to them.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. And that kind of mess up the culture.
Exactly.
Mess up the culture real bad. Because like you said, nowadays, you look at a daddy when he got an input no more.
Not at all.
Not at all. And if you say something, you wrong.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
then
how we look at it.
She might go get her a man, and he may move in the household. He ain't gonna respect the man because she don't respect him either.
Which is just, bro, that's a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a lot,
she get
dude.
mad at him, she
That's
gonna
crazy.
talk about him like a dog.
Yeah, that's
she,
a whole
you know
nother
what I mean?
subject.
Get your stuff in.
Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. Yeah, you right,
You
though.
see what I'm saying?
You right, bro.
He gonna be like, he ain't my daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't none of my daddy. You saw what happened to Deontay Wilder, right?
Yeah.
When Deontay Wilder, when he started losing them fights, you know what I'm saying? That girl left.
He went left.
He put the son on the wheel, and the son told him, "You ain't my daddy." He went right then and he took the ball off the wheel right then.
Yeah, that's crazy. But as you start getting into the boxing world, when was your first match? How did you feel?
My first match was at the Golden Gloves Championship.
Where was that at, man?
It was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Wow. So
yeah, I fought against this guy named I forgot the guy's name. I think it was Roberto. He was a big, tall Mexican. Hard-hitting Mexican too.
Man.
Yeah, he was tough.
So let me ask you a question. How many people came out to support you?
I had a good group of, it was a good group of people that came out from here.
Yeah.
A lot of people from the city of Montgomery came.
Yeah.
I had people from Wetumpka come, Birmingham come, but it was very people from my hometown came.
Yeah.
And that's how I be.
Yeah.
You know, your hometown people,
they support you.
It be the outsiders that support you more than strangers. Strangers gonna support you.
So when did that start hitting you? When you start realizing that part?
That day. When you fight again, we want to come see you fight.
Yeah.
They ain't coming.
Yeah.
They ain't coming. We want to see you fight. When you gonna come? When you tell them your next fight, they ain't coming.
They ain't coming.
Nah, they ain't coming.
So when you had that first fight, man, and lost or win, but did you win?
I won.
You won. So how that made you feel?
I felt good because my dad was there in the front row.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad was there.
Wow, man.
Yeah, dad was there. My cousins was there.
So after that, did they believe in you?
Yeah.
So it took that first time believing in yourself, and then everybody else started believing in you. That you wanted to believe in.
And I was scared for the fight. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, it was my first fight. Yeah. And he was big too.
Man.
He was big. You know, everybody I fought been bigger than me. Everybody been bigger than me. So
basically, they just kind of build up your courage as a person, as a man.
Yep.
You who you is today, right?
That's right.
So, man, that's very important.
Everybody been bigger than me.
Go ahead, man. But yeah, man, that's why I was looking at it. When I first met you, I was like, man, I was surprised. I was like, man, my girl, my stepbrother, boss, man, that's what's up, man. You showing me is stuff like that, man. I was like, man, I don't know, man. You know how some people you meet might want to try it. You know what I'm saying? Who you dating, stuff like that. You know, he was like, like a daddy figure, big brother type joint. So, I was looking at him like, hey, man, I know you been boxing. I did my research on you, bro. I'm from the streets. You feel me? So it was all love. When me and him first chopped it up, first met, man, I was like, yo.
Yeah, we connect from the
soon as that, bro. We've been locked in ever since, bro. We kept it solid like that, man, since day one, man. No matter what. Secrets or whatever, man. We always keep it solid. That's the most important thing is brotherhood. Let's always keep it solid, man. I have bad days. Everybody have bad days, whatever they go through. But it's all about keeping it solid, man, from day one. So, because you never know, man, you don't want to have bad blood with people. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, man. Even though right or wrong, bro, you still want to have great blood with people, man, for real. Because at the end of the day, that ain't your problem. You feel me? So, you gotta always look at that. But I always admired him, man, because he showed me, like, some finer stuff, man. He showed me the whips, the certain stuff, man, or the boxing. When I first seen him, I said, dang, because I like the music. So that inspired me when I seen somebody still following their dreams.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, bro, still following his dreams. And I'm still following my music dream. I ain't just chop it up. He's telling me about the boxing dream. And I told him about the music dream. And we just piggyback from there. And that was a blessing, man, because it's hard. Because, when you grow up, man, in kindergarten, you write down what you want to be. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a boxer. I want to be a fighter. I want to be in the NFL, music, or whatever. And it's hard when you start getting older, you start forgetting your dreams.
For sure.
But one thing about bro, man, he still had a dream, and he had his boxing gear out there. He showing me his boxing stuff, man, and I'm telling him about the music, and it worked hand in hand because bro was into music. He was doing the piano and drums and stuff like that, and I was into music. I was learning the piano, and I've been doing music for years. And I got into gospel. That's how I got into music, because of gospel. You know what I'm saying? I was on the road with some
Most
gospel
everybody
people.
started in
Yeah,
church,
and gospel.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's how you know, okay, that's music.
Yeah.
I started in road with Singing Angels in Charlotte. And we was traveling. It was a big gospel group, the Singing Angels. And I started with them, and we was going to different churches.
Mm-hmm.
I was setting up, and my partner, Deshaun, he got me into the music, and we started producing and everything. I started setting up music, setting up for the church. Now, how you come in, set up, get your stuff together. Yeah. Everybody bang at a certain time, so I was doing that. So I was on road, traveling with them with the gospel group. They got a gospel
That's
out.
how you learn how to
That's how I learned. Yeah, that's crazy. That's how I
Yeah.
started learning all the instruments. Because I'm like, man, I'm here. So that was something for me to get out of the house on my environment.
Yeah.
Just to be on that road and
Man,
just
you can make a lot of money just doing sound checks, setting up.
Yeah, so yeah, that's crazy.
Folks here charge like $400, man, to come set your stuff up the sound.
Man, that's crazy.
System. Yeah.
And I know how to set up. So
Yeah,
I started
$400.
doing that. So I just started getting their stuff out, setting everything up, so they can come out to Singing Angels to do what they doing. But so you say you got in boxing, and what made you say this is it? And I started believing in myself. And you kept going. How long you been doing this boxing, man? How long you been doing it?
20 years.
20 years, bro.
Yeah.
And what made you say, man, this is what I want to do, and I don't care if I get paid from it, because at the time you want to get paid from it.
Yeah.
So how was you looking at it as trying to go mainstream? How did that work for you? Just getting that mainstream road. If somebody younger want to know. What do you have to do?
You need to go, first of all, you need to go through the amateurs. Fight amateur.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to learn that you're going to lose in amateur at some point. Yeah. And you're going to win. But most of the amateur is about learning, getting better, improving. Improve on all your weaknesses. Make your weaknesses strengths, you know what I mean? Stuff that you don't like to do, that's stuff you need to do.
So do you got to take criticism?
Yes, you got to take criticism.
Yeah, to become better?
Yes, it's a tough man game. You know what I mean? You got to be smart in this game. You heard me? You know what I mean? You got to do all the unnecessary skills. Getting up at 4 in the morning, running, doing your road rate, jump work. Discipline, man, is key. You know what I mean? You got to work hard at it. Anything you're trying to do, you got to work at it. You heard me?
Man, so once you start realizing that, and it take money.
Yeah, it takes money.
It takes money.
You got to start off small.
Yeah.
Unless you got a big sponsorship.
So let me ask you a question, man. If you trying to build a new boxer, a younger person, from where you from, and somebody want to get into it, because like you say, your whole goal is to open up a community and to open up your center so you can build you some champions.
Big Smoke Boxing coming soon.
Big Smoke Boxing, Blancos, right?
Coming soon.
So what's now your outlook on certain things of what you've been through and trials and tribulations through boxing? And Big Smoke Boxing with the Blancos family, what would you do different, and what avenues that you would take different with the younger person now that want to box and something that you training?
We would travel and get connections with major gyms and other gyms and work together with other gyms, because that's what it's about.
That's smart.
Alabama already ain't no boxing state.
Yeah, that's
so we
smart.
need to be working together. It's too
Philly,
much. It's too much conflict.
Yeah, you're right though.
And too much beefing with these other coaches in other gyms. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy.
None of the coaches. Look, it's a small state. It's not. We already ain't no boxing state.
Yeah.
All the coaches in Montgomery, none of them get along with each other. None of them want to work together. And it's the same way in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
None of the coaches want to work together. I'm gonna change all of that.
Man.
That's what I want to do. Change all that.
So you want to change?
We need to start sticking together and working together. This coach, this trainer don't like this trainer. Oh, he can't train no damn body. He don't know how to train nobody.
So you think everybody got egos?
Yes.
Now you're at a point at the level it is, and how you been through this boxing for 20 years out here in Alabama, that you trying to move the culture forward. You trying to push peace. Like, man, listen, bro. Man, we got some good professional people that can fight. They've been fighting their whole life. So at the end of the day, why not we get together to get somebody that's right, that's gonna train, and we sit together and build this thing up together and start our own brand, start our own LLC, start doing our thing with our own gyms and build our own gyms to build something better for the culture.
And it ain't all about peace. I mean, we ain't gotta like each other, you know what I'm saying? But we can
just showing the kids
and work together,
the
kids
to build a champion.
Train each other, because iron sharpens iron. Iron gonna always sharpen iron. And if we working together, and if we get 1 or 2 champions out of the state winning. You heard me?
Nah, you ain't lying though, bro.
We got, I'll tell you, Wilder, you know what I'm saying? But who else you got after that? What other champion you got after that?
Mm.
We got Dion. He ain't champion yet, but he on his way.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, who else we got? You see what I'm saying?
So I seen when you got your first belt. How that felt?
I felt good. When I got that belt,
We got
I
that
didn't get
belt,
the knockout
man.
though, but I won. I almost got the knockout, but I won.
When you got your first belt, man.
Yeah.
What that mean to you? Honestly, bro.
I felt good because it was national. It was
Yeah.
a national tournament.
Yeah.
National tournament. Yeah. I work hard for that. I work hard.
So let me ask you a question, man. Honestly, it's $1 million question. Why did you didn't take it? Why did you didn't go to the next level?
I hurt my shoulder. Tore my rotator cuff. You know.
How did that make you feel?
I was frustrated. I was real frustrated because I was getting ready to get up.
Yeah.
We had big plans for me.
Yeah.
I tore my rotator cuff, and I tried when I first heard it. Excuse me. I tried to ignore it and still go, but I just couldn't punch with it the same. And I'm like, something ain't right. And it kept bothering me for like a year and a half. And I fought in a fight. I fought with it hurt in a fight. You won the fight, but I still couldn't throw it like I wanted to. But I had to use my left hand, my left hook. I dropped the guy with the left hook. Boom. Dropped him. But I just knew something went right. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. And everybody's like, why you ain't throwing such and such punches? I didn't want to tell them that my shoulders messed up.
Yeah,
but I
kind of forfeit.
Yeah, I
forfeit your career.
couldn't throw it.
So when you realized,
it started as time progressed. It started to get worse and worse and worse. And then my trainer said, I said, man, I can't go today. I can't go this week. So I took like a couple weeks off. Came back, felt all right, but it was still hurting. Wasn't 100%. And he finally, my trainer said, man, you need to go get that thing checked out, man. I believe you had tore your rotator cuff. He said, I think you tore the rotator cuff. So I finally went and Dr. X-rayed me. That's what it was. I was like, man.
So after that, man, you kind of like.
I said, man, I'm going to have to have surgery.
Yeah.
And they set it up. And I think the doctors kind of shady. Now, they wanted me to do like physical therapy and pay $1,000.
Upfront copay, whatever, yeah.
I'm like, if it don't need no surgery, why I gotta go through all this and pay $1,000? What physical therapy gonna do? So I'm like, after the end, I'm like, Chris, because I'm already up in age. I'm like, I guess it's time to let it go. You know?
Yeah. Sheesh.
That's what it was.
Yo.
I'm back training now.
You back training?
I'm back training now. I'm back
But
in
now
shape.
you're looking at the boxing game, and when you see it now with the Jake Pauls, with the Devontae Davis, with certain stuff, how do you look at the boxing game now, bro? As you looking at it on the outside, because you know a lot of it. So, because you was boxing, so how do you look at the game now?
Like a fraud, like it's fake, like it's the WWE or something. Everything is about money now. They bullshitting us. Jake Paul finna fight Tank. Man, come on, man.
You said it ain't what it is.
I think they bullshitted us with that Mike Tyson fight.
Wow, why you say that?
I think Mike Tyson took a dive for that money. Because at the end of the day, it's about selling money. They robbed us they robbed all of us with that fight. Jake Paul, you know, Jake Paul is a brand now.
Wow.
Their job was to build him up to make him look like something that he's not. You know what I mean? It's like acting now almost.
Wow. So like you said, as far as the culture, man, and far as like you looking at the realness of it.
Yeah.
Ain't no realness of it, like you said.
See, you heard about the Jake Paul curse, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So what happened to Anthony Joshua, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So what happened to Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Look what Tank going through now.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? He almost killed Jake Paul.
So dude, let me ask you a question
Almost killed him.
Do that give you the thrill to not even like deal with it no more? Knowing it's like that? Or now at the end of the day it's like people want to just be praised and be shouted. And it's not even about the truth.
My honest God
I want the truth, man. That's why you here. The truth, Blanco.
Honest God opinion, to me, Mayweather be running around here saying he the GOAT, he the best.
Yeah.
Ain't no best. Nas said this. Nas said, ain't no best in that Ether song, right?
Yeah.
Mayweather, when he started getting the money, he started picking his fights, fighting who he want to fight. I think a couple people took a couple dives with Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff been cheated. Remember when Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston in that last fight? And he said, I hit him so hard, the camera ain't catch him. He didn't even hit him. He didn't even hit him. Allegedly.
That's crazy.
Allegedly, now, Sonny Liston took a dive because he owed the mob some money. Mob said he was going to kill him. Allegedly.
Wow.
Mob said he was going to kill him. So he was going to kill him if he won that fight. Ali didn't even hit him. He just went down. You see what I'm saying? That's
so
back then.
So basically, you saying
that's how boxing men getting cheated.
So you saying this
back
just
then.
It's so much conspiracies through the culture.
So it's too much, man.
It's
You
just
don't
too
know
much.
what's real and
Now
what's
you
fake.
don't know what's real, what's fake.
You know what's real and what's fake. Ain't no best. It's entertainment. That's all it is. It's entertainment. Ain't no best. You know what I mean? And nothing. Even with basketball.
So like, even when people hear what you saying, how they feel when they look at you? Do they think, oh, he's just bitter, or this and that, or this and that? Or
I ain't bitter at all at nothing. Because at the end of the day, man, I ain't sell my soul for no money, no riches, no fame. You know what I mean? I got my self-respect. You know what I mean?
So you just rather walk away clean from it than versus not lose yourself and lose your integrity as a man behind what you stand for. Because like you said, you came in this boxing world for integrity. And you came just to learn something, right?
That's right.
Then now you start losing yourself for the money and the fame just to say you're a boxer. Now it's like you getting praised the wrong way.
Mayweather can't even go to the store by himself. Like he can't drive to Walmart by himself with his kids. You know what I'm saying? And just walk around regular and shopping, man. He got to have 10 bodyguards the size of shacks around him.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, if you're looking back at it, but if you're looking back at Rocky, the movie, Rocky used to be running around Philly by himself.
By himself.
Nowadays, that's how you just said it's entertainment.
Mike Tyson used to run by himself.
Now,
Mike Tyson can go to the mall by himself.
Probably to this day.
And ain't nobody gonna bother him. They gonna want to take a picture with him or something. But ain't nobody gonna go crazy
because you don't know why.
Tyson, because Mike Tyson, he really like that.
Like that. That's funny. That's funny you said that though, bro. I you just said that, bro. Like it's crazy. Cause I'm thinking you ain't about to walk up on, bro. That's what I'm saying. But like you just said, for people that's not like that, they gotta do what?
Remember that guy?
That's funny you said that, bro. I was just thinking about that. I was like, damn, you just hit me with some jewels. Bro just hit me with, hey, y'all looking at this interview. Bro just hit you with some jewels, and people got to run around people like that. They ain't like that. It's entertainment. But listen, when them people like that and by themselves, they like that. But like you just said, though, it's crazy because they show you in the movie who's like that.
There you go.
And they show you who the ones that ain't like that. You ain't about to run on Rocky, goddamn Balboa.
Remember when that guy interviewed Mike Tyson and Shaq, and the guy was like, man, you ain't take a picture with me and such and such. Mike Tyson said, I probably went in the mood that day. You lucky I ain't beat your ass.
He did say that, bro. I remember he said that. He said he did that to a lot of people, though. For real, though.
Beat your ass.
He did. He did say that, though. For real, for real. You ain't lying, bro. So what's your next goal, man? Like you said, what you feeling next, man? How you feeling next, bro?
Man, next goal, man, is get this building, get this gym on the ground, you know what I mean? Get the sponsors behind it. Once I get the building, it's on from then. It's gonna fall. Everything gonna fall in place once I get the building. I ain't worried about nothing else but getting that building. It's gonna be a nice facility. It's not gonna just be a boxing gym though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a youth program for the youth.
I respect that,
kids
though.
need something to do.
Something to do.
Kids ain't got nothing to do but in the street, you know what I mean? With switches. You know what I mean? You out at 2 in the morning with a switch. Why a 17-year-old outside in the morning with a at 2 in the morning looking around? You in trouble. You gonna get in trouble.
So before they even get in trouble,
we had a shootout not too long ago with a group of kids, man.
Wow.
High school. They should have been at home in the bed. They at 2 in the morning, shoot a house up. They shot up 2 houses. Boy shot back. One of the 17-year-olds unfortunately got killed.
That's sad.
My son is out at 7. At 2 in the morning, at 17, I'm gonna be looking for him. You better hope the police find him before I do. I'm the kind of
like you said,
back.
Nah, for real, cause you like, what you out running for? 2 in the morning.
See, we
know what I'm saying? Normally, if you did go to a little teen, little jukebox, you know what I'm saying? Just saying you coming home, you know what I'm saying? You already looking like, man, I gotta come home before at least a certain time, cause they know this.
Hey, kids need to start back getting their ass beat. That's what we need.
Yeah, that come first.
Kids need their ass whooped.
And I think that's the problem, bro. You
Shit,
ain't like,
hey,
he said,
we got our ass whooped.
for real shit, I got hit with a high, bow. Boy,
I mama hit me with anything she got
for
her
a drop cord, whatever it is, bro.
Whatever was in
Sweet,
her hand,
boy.
she get to. She hit
Like,
me.
you wasn't trying to play around. But nowadays, it's crazy. Because like you said, they don't want to fight no more.
Ain't that wrong with a kid beating a kid ass? Shit, it's better than me than the police. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you right, though, man.
Ass whoopings work.
But listen, man, that's crazy. But listen, man, we were the Blanco, man, former boxer, man, out here in Alabama, baby. We already here, man. Listen, I had to interview the greatest of the greatest, man, to me. And that means something to me on Geraldo platform, man. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Martin Luther King holiday. Y'all be safe out there, man. Take heed to this word. Man, follow your dreams no matter what you're doing. Boxing, rapping, hooping, whatever you're going to do, football, whatever you're going to do, continue to follow your dreams. And it ain't even got to be sports. You can be an astronaut. You can be in the tech world. You can be anything you want to be, man. Continue to follow your dreams, man. We out, baby. Yes, sir.
Peace and love.
Fun fact about Kevin Gates, for those of you that's just tuning in, I talk to myself